made you get into money?
I was a science kid. I ended up going to school. I got my degree in the sciences. I ended up becoming a high school teacher. I got very into trying to create curriculum that was a little bit more real world. But I was off on my own, like not thinking about money, right? I got my first teaching job out of school. And as a young person, even though teachers didn't make a lot of money, so it wasn't until a couple of years later, got really into teaching, science in a way that had real world connections. And I switched to teaching math. And that was where my first year that I was teaching second semester seniors. And I'm like doing all these cool curriculum, statistics and relating it to the real world.
Nice.
And we get to second semester and you know how it goes. High school seniors, man. Like they're like, they have senioritis. And they're like, when are we ever going to use this stuff? And I'm like, man, I'm not going to lie to you all. You're not going to use a lot of what we're talking about right now. I decided to take the curriculum and replace it with a financial literacy curriculum instead.
Really?
And that's where, talk about the amount of math that you can fit into a financial literacy curriculum, right? But that was my big learning as a high school teacher was I loved the numbers, right? I just wanted to show people this beautiful compounding interest spreadsheet. Doesn't that make you want to take ownership of your finances? And it's like, no, we're human beings. Like, that's not what motivates us, right? And so that's what sent me down the pathway of really learning about and creating curriculum surrounding money psychology. And it's also what eventually made me get into the role that I'm in now, which is, essentially what I do now is I run a foundational financial education and coaching program at no cost to our community. That includes presentations. It includes going and linking up with local companies and helping them develop a financial wellness program for their employees. Because we know that if employees are stressed about their personal finances, they're less productive and the company retains them for less amount of time. So I help the companies in that way, but it also helps their employees. And then I do free one-on-one coaching sessions with their employees as well. And then I do that same thing, no cost coaching sessions with people in our community. And so all of that kind of developed from that financial literacy curriculum that I was running, where I began to have a realization that, like, man, people need this.